That, of course, is in honor of Stu. He's a big Coldplay guy. This segment's brought to you by DollarShaveClub.com. DollarShaveClub.com. You want to get quality razors sent right to your home for only a couple of bucks a month. Become a member. Join DollarShaveClub.com. We come to an end. I cannot believe how fast this show went, but it is Stu's final show after 14 years. And Stu, I know you had some final thoughts that you wanted to share.
Thank you very much. And I will say ahead of this here that the goal is to get through this without breaking down. So you've been forewarned, and that's my main concern. First of all, I want to thank the Academy and my parents for making me the condescending smacker that I am. I guess secondly, Jim, you would not believe the number of calls and emails and tweets I have received this week since you announced it on Monday. I've gotten incredible messages from people within the business, publicists, agents, people that I've dealt with over the years with kind words. Thank you very much for that. The listeners, I think you obviously could relate to this, Jim, but our listeners are incredibly impassioned people, and they sent me the most sincere tweets. I've gotten a constant flow of tweets and phone calls since you announced that I was leaving. They would call off the air during the show and be like, I don't really want to go on the air, but I just want to say thank you for what you've done. Those mean a lot to me. And the number of tweets I've gotten, it's just been incredible. And I always kind of make fun of people. Kyle and I do this, like the people that go on Twitter that are like, hey, thanks for all the great messages, or hey, for all of you asking, I have this thing coming up, and they start promoting their stuff. And then you go to their @tweets, and there's like 2 people that asked. Literally hundreds, if not thousands, of people have tweeted me this week, and it's been overwhelming. It really has. If I can take a couple minutes, there are some people that I'd like to acknowledge that I've worked with throughout the years, people that inspire me to this day. And I just kind of want to mention them really quickly. I want to thank Chris Olivero and Eric Spitz. They run the CBS Sports Radio Network, and it's been a very brief time, I know, with me, but thank you very much to you two for letting me be a part of this exciting launch. You guys have great things ahead of you, and you're pros. Thank you very much. A short list of guys I'd like to shout out to here on the way out that I've worked with over the years that just kind of make me chuckle to think of some of their names. The Stash, Alan Tazinski, he's legendary. Kyle Moss, he got a lot of crap for ruining Alvin's wedding, but he's actually a really good guy. Moss Mobile Music if you need him. Andrew Gruss, who, it's funny, we never actually worked together because he worked for me, and he made his mark on this show. So hello, Andrew. Larry Brown, and I'm not talking about that Larry Brown. I'm talking about Larry Brown of like Larry Brown Sports. He brown bags it. He does a great sports blog. He used to work on this show. Brian Albers, Whitey. Oh my gosh, there's so much you could say about Whitey, but he was a pro. The first board op when I got here. I of course want to acknowledge Travis Rogers. All these people had a big impact on me. They're great guys, and they inspire me to this day. I do want to acknowledge the intimate group here that I've been working with, some longer than others. Dave Whelan, the newest member of the crew, a smart, talented guy who's like a sports encyclopedia. If you want to know anything, you don't need to go to Google. You can just go to Dave. He's a great asset to this show, and he's also like this physical specimen. In the 2.5 years that I've worked with this guy, I've never seen him eat anything other than black beans and tofu, and I'm dead serious. Incredible discipline. I do have one bit of advice for Dave. As his elder, as someone who's been in the business for 18 years here, I want to give us some advice. You can grab ass all you want at home, Dave. Just try to keep that at a minimum around the office. I think a little too much goofing around for my taste. And, of course, that's a huge inside joke. Most of you don't know Dave, but I couldn't have been more sarcastic there. He's a true pro. Alvin 2
minutes,
DeLauro.
Stu. 2 minutes.
All right, thanks, buddy. Alvin DeLauro. He was given the responsibility of filling some big shoes in 2005. Whitey left for the Alps. At that time, he was a legend on the board. I remember the first couple weeks of Alvin thinking, I don't know if this guy's going to last, but he has surpassed anything that we could have imagined. He's the standard in the business and a very good friend of mine. Alvin, and we will continue to be friends for many years. I appreciate you. Kyle, where do I start with Kyle? Smart, talented, funny dude, an impressive guy with six-pack abs. His attitude and humor are infectious. It's been a great time working with you, man. And the good thing about Kyle is he's one of the few guys that I could beat in golf. So I will definitely try to drag him out to the course. Craig Kitchen, I want to thank Craig Kitchen. He formerly ran Premiere, and now he's a part of this show, and he has been such a massive influence on me and my career. And lastly, Jim, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity 14 years ago. I was involved with this little radio show up in San Francisco. I heard one day on this show that you were looking to add to the crew, fax your resume. I did. A couple days later, I got this call in my office saying, Jason, this is Jim Rome. I was a little stunned. You said, Jason, will you be loyal? And I said, Jim, that's one of my best qualities. And 14 years later, here I am. If I have a couple more seconds, Jim, I want to let the listeners know that everyone knows what Jim has done for me on the air. But behind the scenes, Jim and Janet have been incredible to me, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Goodbye, clowns. Goodbye, Jim. See you later, and goodbye.
Good job, Stu. Well done. Take care, brother. I'll be here for you.